Let's solve equation by balancing with pen and paper. So the basic idea here is getting all constant at one side and excess on the other, or the goal is to isolate the variable by itself on one side of the equation. So what does it mean? See, basically I don't want anything on the side wherein we have the x. Send off everything to the other side. In this case I have 10, that is along with our x. I don't want this guy over here. I want to remove him. So to remove him mathematically, what does this mean? If I want to remove something, what does this mean? Remove is what kind of operation? Subtraction. So let's subtract that out. So this is your question. I'm just copying the question. Now I'm subtracting. Will this be balanced? If I subtract one thing just on the one of the sides, will it be balanced? No, right? So we already saw this. If I have a balance B, if it's already balanced, if I remove something out, so this is your balanced stuff. I can do a better job. Just a minute, right? Yeah. So if I happen to remove something, so will it be balanced anymore? No, right? If I remove something, it will be unbalanced. If I remove something on only one side, not on the other side, it will be unbalanced. To balance it out, I have to subtract on both the sides. So this and this gets cancelled. So x is equal to 12. Make sense? Now, so this was quite simple. If I give you one more question like x 4 plus x is equal to 20. What is that you have to remove, and on which side? We have to remove 4 on the left hand side. How will you remove 4? By subtracting 4. But this is not a balanced equation, so we will subtract 4 on both the sides. Therefore we have x is equal to 16. 4 plus 4 minus 4 is 16. Okay, next question is, we have negative 10. Remember, this is negative 10. How do you remove negative 10? Now the question is x minus 10 is equal to 40. So if I do subtract minus 10 both the sides, that will lead to x minus 20 is equal to 30. This is not helping. So let's write the question again. X minus 10 is equal to 40. So how do you remove something? How do you remove negative 10? Plus 10, right? Therefore x is equal to 50. Okay, so here x is equal to 50. So if you want to remove some negative term, you need to add an equivalent positive term. Now, when we come across multiplication and division, how do you go about? So this is a question. 2y is equal to 40. So double of something is 40, right? Double of some quantity is 40. So I have two things. Those are both y and y, and that's equal to 40. 2y means what? Y plus y, is it not? That's equal to 40. So how do I remove something? How do I... Here I can't remove y. I mean, if I subtract y both the sides, that does not make sense. You can think in terms of buying two things, you know. You bought, say, 2 hand wash bottles, you know. So 2 hand wash bottles, and together they cost 40 rupees. If I had to get just one of it, how much will that be? one of this will be equal to 20, is it not? That is kind of common sense for you guys now, but mathematically, how do you do this? So we have 2y is equal to 40. So you have divided by 2 on both the sides. If I divide by 2 on both the sides, I'll get 2 divided by 2 is 1 and 20. Right? All I have to do is look at the coefficient and just take the multiplicative inverse of that. So in this case, multiplicative inverse of 2 was 1 by 2. So with that, multiply both the sides with the same number and you'll get the answer. Or if all these words were too complicated, simple thing, whatever coefficient you see, if it's in the numerator, divide. If it's in the denominator, multiply. Like in the next question, we have it on the denominator. Okay, that's it. And very important thing, you have to do it on both the sides. Right, we saw this as well. Such scenario wherein double of something was equal to some value, single of that is half of it. Right, now half of something is negative 30. Half of 30 is negative 30. So what do we do? I want to eliminate 2 in the denominator. So what to do? Should I divide with 2 or multiply with 2? Multiply, right? Simple reason being, numerator and denominator gets cancelled. A is equal to negative 60. That's it. Few more problems. Now I just have a negative number. Nothing fancy. Just a negative number. And 4. So what do we do? Should I multiply with something, divide with something, add or subtract? Well, we will divide. And that too with negative number. Because I want only x, that is 1x, nothing else. So negative divided by negative is positive. 4 divided by 4 is 1. Therefore, x is equal to positive divided by negative is negative. And this is 10. Right? So next question. We have negative 2x by 5 is equal to minus 30. So this looks a bit complicated. Be smart. It's not that hard. Be smart. Okay, first thing, let's eliminate the negative. So I'll multiply with negative on both the sides. Next step is I want to eliminate 2. So I'll divide with 2. Next step is I want to eliminate 5. I'll multiply with 5. Same thing on the other side, 5 by 2. I told you, right? Whatever is the coefficient, take the multiplicative inverse of that and multiply it. So in this case, negative 2 by 5 is multiplicative inverse is negative 5 by 2. So you have 2 and 2, 5 and 5, negative and negative, positive. Therefore, x is equal to negative into negative is positive. 30 into 5 by 2. So let's cancel stuff. So dividing 2, we have 2 divided by 2 is 1, 30 divided by 2 is 15. So this is 75. Right? Now, next question. Negative 2x plus 10 is equal to minus 40. So the trick here is we need to eliminate negative 2 and 10, but in what order? You know, how to do this? Which is more convenient? So the question is, I want to eliminate negative 2 and 10. So in which order should I do that? Should I eliminate 10 first or should I eliminate negative 2 first? The thing is, you can eliminate anything, but the convenient one is to eliminate positive 10. So how to think about this is, you guys think of the reverse of board mass, right? So try to go backward. Check out if there is something that you need to subtract or add. So in this case, I need to subtract, right? Makes sense? So first write the question, give some space. So I need to subtract what? I need to subtract negative 10. So what happens? Negative 10 and positive 10 gets cancelled. So we have negative 2x is equal to negative 50. This is addition. So yeah. Next is what? So addition, we can't do any addition over here. Multiplication, there's nothing to multiply. There's no required to multiply. We need to divide. So we'll divide with negative 2. So negative is positive. 2 divided by 2 is 1. Negative divided by negative is positive. 50 by 2 is 25. And thus we have this answer. Okay. This is the reverse of board mass. Again, you can do it in any order actually. You can actually divide with negative 2 with all the terms. Right? Negative 2 with all the terms. So depending on your strength, you guys can do it. If you feel comfortable with whatever I just told, you can follow that. So again, just copy the question. I didn't like the way I wrote that. So x by 2 negative 4 is equal to 10. So as per board mass, so should I subtract with something on both the sides? No. Actually, it's kind of subtraction only. Again, it's not a convenient style. It's just something which helps you figure things out easily. So we are actually subtracting. So we are subtracting by adding 4, right? By placing in positive 4. Let me put it in this way. That's better actually. We are actually subtracting by placing positive 4 on both the sides. The language is a bit tricky because here it's addition and here it's subtraction. So we are adding and subtracting by placing in positive 4. I think that's a better language, right? So simple, positive 4, negative 4 cancels. X by 2 is equal to 14. Now, we need to multiply and divide with stuff. So what should I do? Well, I have x by 2, so I'm going to multiply with 2 on both the sides. So we have 2 divided by 2, that is x is equal to 28. So that's it, done. Right? So that's your solution. That is, if I place this value over here, I'll get the LHS value to be equal to RHS value. That's the whole idea, is it not? Finding the solution. 3x by 4 plus 40 is equal to 70. So again, as per board mass, what should I do first? I'm writing the question. We need to add and subtract with stuff. What should I add and subtract with? I'm placing in negative 40 on both the sides. So we have 3x by 4 is equal to 30. Now, with multiplication and division, what should I do? I'll multiply with 4 and divide with 3. Same thing on the other side. So 3 gets cancelled, 4 gets cancelled. X is equal to 3 ones are 3, 10s are. So 10 into 4, that is 40. Right? So that's your answer. Okay? So let me repeat the whole idea. We are trying to find the solution of equations using balancing method. Your balancing equation by eliminating the variables, not variables, you are eliminating here in this case, all of this case, we eliminated the numbers and its coefficient. In some cases you need to eliminate even the variables. We'll be seeing that in the next video, right? So we found the solution for all of this. I would like to verify at least one of it, Let's verify 3 by 4 plus 40 is equal to 70 has a solution of x is equal to 40. Okay, how do you verify? So if you want to verify something is a solution, I have to what? Can you guess? We need to substitute what? X value being equal to 40 in the given equation. So in place of 3 by 4 into x, I'll write 3 by 4 into 40 plus 40 is equal to 70. Then once I solve it, if I get a true statement, and then that's the solution. So 4 ones are 4 tens are 3 tens are is 30 plus 40 is equal to 70. So 70 is equal to 70 is a solution, right? This value is the solution as we got a true statement. So this is a solution.